It's not the facts of life that determines your success or failure. It's your interpretation of the facts that determines your actions, that determines your success or failure. Let's say that again now. It's not the facts of life that determines your success or failure. It's your interpretation of the facts that determines your actions, that determines your success or failure. So let's break that down. First of all, it's not the facts of life that determines your success or failure. Okay? A lot of things we do in life aren't based on facts at all. They're based on beliefs. It's based on what you believe as opposed to what someone else believes. But let's break it down even further. We're talking about thinking. Your belief system is based on how you think. Everything is based on how you think. So it's not the facts of life. No, it's not that at all. It's your interpretation of the facts. See, it's how you see it. How do you interpret this as being? Is a half a tank of gas good or is that bad? With a half a tank, I can make it. It's going to be all right. With a half a tank, no, I can't make it. It's not enough. It's all about how you look at it. What works for you? What do you need in your life? What do you want from yourself? What do you want the facts to look like to you? So these facts, the way you interpret them is what determines your actions. See? And that determines your success or failure. What actions you think you should take. See? With the gas thing, if you don't think you can make it and you decide to go anyway, well then your obvious action is going to be failure. Unless you have a contingency plan for what happens when you run short. Which is what winners do. They always have a contingency plan. Because they're going to keep trying until it's over. And it's only over when they win. See, the facts are what they are. It is what it is. One of the things that'll help you in life is learning to not be concerned about things that you can't control. Deal with you. That's what you can control. That's what you should be controlling. That's what your main interest should be. Dealing with you. If you get down to the point where you can actually start understanding yourself, start looking at yourself for who you are, what you are, why you are, and then what you want to be, that should take up quite a bit of your time. Restructuring your whole life. Turning yourself into somebody you can be proud of. See, it's the person you are now that they're not getting it done, are they? No, they need some changes. It's some habits that need to be changed. Look at the way you spend your days. What habits do you have now that need to go? What non-productive things are you doing every single day? What productive things are you doing that can be done better, 10 times better at least? Are you getting the results that you want, or are you getting the results for what you put out? That's right, you're getting the results for what you put out. So if you're not getting what you want, you're not putting out enough to get it. You got to dig into this thing. See, it's not the facts of life. They lay it out there for you. It goes along with something else that's saying that there's nothing good or bad, either good or bad. Your thinking makes it so. You see what I'm saying? That reinforces what we're talking about right here, right now. Your thinking makes it so. Your thinking decides if it's good or bad. Your thinking decides if it's going to be success or failure. Because the way you interpret it is going to determine what your actions are. Which is going to determine what happens, what your outcome is going to be. So if you don't interpret it right, you're not going to take the right actions, and you're not going to get the right outcome. You're going to get the one you put in. The one you applied for with the wrong actions, you're going to get the wrong outcome. Be very careful about the ideas and thoughts that you let in your mind. See, you want good thoughts in your mind. When you put good things in, good things come out. And they're there when you need them. All you have to do is call on them. All you have to do is want to be better. Constantly and all the time. Whenever you feel like you're not doing better, think of that magic G word, gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you've had. Be grateful for what you got coming. You understand? Be all the way in there. It's not the facts of life that determines your success or failure. It's your interpretation of the facts. See, one of the things you're going to have to do is learn to constantly raise your level of awareness. Have you ever been in a situation where at one point you didn't understand, and then later on, after you knew more about the situation, you understood perfectly? Oh yeah, that's how life is. It's constantly changing all the time, and it's calling for you to raise your level of awareness constantly, or you're going to be left behind. This is one thing that you must do constantly to have any kind of quality of life worth having. You must constantly raise your level of awareness. Learn more every day. Plan to learn more every day and do it and use it. Apply it and see what happens. That's the difference when you see how much people made in a day. That's the difference. What they did with their time. Did you use yours productively or non-productively? Did you spend your money productively or non-productively? Did you spend your time productively or non-productively? Were you thinking productive thoughts or non-productive thoughts? It all counts. Everything matters. Every detail is important. There are no voids in this nature here. Not in this life we're dealing with. Everything is covered. All the air around you is filled with things that you can't see, but it's there. See, you take up your space and something else takes up the space around you. Everything has a purpose. So the facts of life are what they are. What you think about them is pretty much going to determine what you are. See, it's the same thing. Your thoughts are going to control your actions ultimately, and your behavior. And your belief system. See, this is it. Your belief system is going to let you know whether this is right or wrong because this is what you believe. So if your thoughts are wrong, your belief system is going to be wrong. Your actions are going to be wrong. Make sure you have a quality belief system. Make sure that when you take actions, they're well thought out. Make sure you examine each and every fact, so that you know it's not the facts themselves. It's the spin you put on the facts. It's how you accept them. It's how you see them. That's what determines your actions. And that's what determines your success or failure. So if you want to win, put the right actions in place and win.